Today I've got two of Brooks's most popular daily trainers, the Ghost 18 and the Glycerin 23. Most runners looking to buy a Brooks running shoe agonize over deciding between these two. So with a fairly similar look and $25 separating these two daily trainers, which one should you pick? Well, that's what I'm going to help you find out today. The shared DNA here is that both use a nitrogen-infused midsole foam, both have soft plush knit tongues, they're both true to size and fit, and there's zero interest in being speed shoes. One is a dependable default, and the other one is a premium cruiser. And it's the foam and midsole geometry that tells the story. Before I jump into this comparison, if you want to learn more in-depth information about either one of these shoes and how they perform on the run, well, I'm going to put the Brooks Ghost 18 review up here now and the Glycerin 23 review up there now. So you can go check out those full in-depth reviews once you've decided which one might be best for you. And I highly recommend you do that because you might learn something else about these shoes. Okay, let's pit these head to head and go over the key specs for each one. When it comes to price, the Ghost 18 is $150 and the Glycerin 23 is $175. $25 difference. That's quite a lot when you're looking to buy a running shoe. So of course, the Ghost wins there, but that's not the whole story. When it comes to weight, the Ghost 18 weighs 10.6 ounces and the Glycerin 23 weighs 10.7 ounces. So I'm going to call it a draw there. When it comes to the drop, the Ghost 18 has a 10mm drop and the Glycerin 23 has an 8mm drop. Drop is important. If you don't really know much about it, then follow that link up there. There's a little article I wrote on drops and stack heights and how they affect your run. I highly recommend reading it next. Heck, I might even put a video together if you think it's going to be worth it. Let me know in the comments. When it comes to the midsole, the Ghost runs single density DNA loft version 3 foam, whereas the Glycerin runs dual cell DNA tuned foam, with bigger heel cells for landings and smaller forefoot cells for a more explosive takeoff. The Glycerin has the premium foam and experience here. Both shoes also come in wide options. When it comes to sizing and fit, they're both very much true to size. Go with your usual US sizing and you should be really happy. The Ghost 18's new flat knit pillow tongue is a clear upgrade though. The heel is secure and the 17's heel slip resolved, but the forefoot tapers, so wide or flat-footed runners should size into the 2E or 4E wide options. The Glycerin 23 on the other hand also has a plush collar and tongue. It's really dreamy to step into. The heel lockdown is good, but lateral midfoot sidewall is gone in this version. The wide-footed runners should keep an eye on midfoot hold and size accordingly. If you're enjoying this comparison video so far, please give it a like, really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel for more running shoe reviews, roundups, and comparison videos just like this one. And if you run in either one of these shoes, I want to get your experiences please. Good or bad, that's going to help anyone who comes to this video decide whether or not one of these is going to be the right one for them. So we all really appreciate it. And if you don't own either one of these just yet, let me know which one you're leaning to. And if you're still not sure, ask me any question in the comments down below and I'll help direct you to the right ones for you. When it comes to ride feel, the Ghost 18 is really soft and protective, much softer than the spec sheet suggests, and softer than the previous version. The Glycerin 23 on the other hand is calmer and certainly plusher. There's so much more cushioning at the heel around the collars, but also under the heel because of those larger cells. That means it's so much more heel focused. If you're a heel striker or a heavier runner, I think you've really got to go for the Glycerin 23. When it comes to long runs, I'm going to have to say the Glycerin 23 is the better pick. This softer midsole just makes those longer efforts feel more efficient, more protected, and more enjoyable. The foam under the forefoot is also more forgiving if you are a midfoot or forefoot striker. When it comes to pace range, both are slow shoes. You're not going to want to use these for tempo running or intervals, speed training, that kind of stuff. They're daily trainers and they're protective cushion comfort first. I would say the Brooks has slightly better range, but both are for bagging easy recovery mileage. When it comes to stability, both are neutral running shoes. There's no specific stability features to speak of, but I have to say the Glycerin 23 is actually very stable considering all the cushioning and softness underfoot. So that really surprised me with this one, but also the Ghost is fairly stable considering too. I'm going to call that one a tie. When it comes to durability and traction on the outsole, both are an equal match. Both have great durability. It's a fairly hard rubber compound, which means watch out on slick, wet surfaces like painted numbers or lines on the roads when it's raining. But the compound lasts a long time and performs really well in most conditions. And because it's a hard compound, it lasts a long time. When it comes to breathability, if you're going to be running in hot conditions, go with the Ghost 18. There's no contest there. Breathability is much better than the Glycerin 23. But if you're going to be running in cold conditions, you're going to want to keep your feet warm. Glycerin 23 wins there. Okay, so what's my verdict? Which one should you buy? Which one's going to be best for you and your needs? Well, buy the Brooks Ghost 18 if you want a dependable, do everything default, one shoe for running, walking and daily wear. You need proper width options, or you'd rather keep $25 in your pocket. Who knows, you might want 5 Frappuccinos. On the other hand, buy the Brooks Glycerin 23 if most of your miles are easy and long. You're a heel striker who wants plush landings, and premium stepping comfort is worth paying for. Also, I think if you're a heavier runner, the Glycerin 23 is going to suit you better too. My pick between the two? Well, I'm going to go with the Ghost 18, but that's because I prefer a more nimble running shoe. This one's a little bit blocky, but definitely great for Clydesdale runners out there. A few people have commented that and it always makes me laugh. But this one is definitely going to be the more protective option for heel strikers, heavier runners, and anyone who just wants soft comfort underfoot with a soft, pillowy, collared experience. Everything about it says comfort. But I just like the Ghost 18 because it's a bit more simple, a little bit more traditional, and got a nice balanced midsole that works well for my type of running. If you're still not sure which one to go for, Ghost 18 or Glycerin 23, drop a comment down below with your weekly mileage, what your running goals or walking goals may be, and I'll help direct you to the right one for you. And if I think neither one of these are going to be best for you, I'll make sure you get the right running shoes. I've also created a running shoe finder app on alistairrunning.com. That'll help you find the perfect running shoe for your needs. It's not brand specific, it will just pick the best one for you based on my testing and experience. So I highly recommend checking that one out too. Follow that link up there. All you have to do is subscribe to my blog, it's free, and you get all the best running shoe advice out there. What could be better? Well, I really hope you enjoyed today's Brooks comparison video. If you've got any questions at all, please just drop them in the comments. I do reply to everyone, so your time won't be wasted there. And if you didn't before, please like the video. It really helps me out. And make sure you subscribe for more running shoe reviews, roundups, and comparison videos just like this one. Hit the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.